My ethos really was keep it simple. A good gin has to be built on really top quality juniper. Then I overlaid that with coriander. Angelica root is very important because when you drink gin you get that dryness in the back of the throat, and that's primarily from Angelica. And I overlaid that with a citrus, which was in the first instance orange peel, sweet orange peel. I really decided to keep the list of botanicals quite short. I looked around and thought of grapefruit, and on top of that cardamom, which gives you a great spicy and full of Eastern promise gin. And so after that we teamed up with De Kuyper in Holland, and then we finally came up with the liquid that we have today.
So what we see here is the pot still where we make No.3 Gin. It's an old pot still. It's made in 1911 and it came from the Rotterdam distillery here to Schiedam. The inside behind the brick walls is all copper. The pot still gets filled up with ultra pure grain alcohol, with water and with the lovely botanicals that are necessary to make the No.3 Gin. We have 6 botanicals to use. We add the botanicals the day before. We let it simmer in the fluid so that the liquid gets into the botanicals and all these lovely flavors can come out of it. And then the next day we start heating. We heat the liquid up to about 81, 82 degrees Celsius. And then these lovely flavors start coming up, and then we collect them in the helmet. Once all the flavors of the botanicals are in the helmet and the helmet is heated up, then the flavors can escape through the line arm to the condenser. And the condenser is a spiral, and around the spiral there's cold water to cool the vapors down. They will condensate, and we call that the distillate. The distillate, it's a liquid without color, and it has all the lovely flavors of the botanicals in it in quite a concentrated way, and all that together is perfect harmony. And that's the craft of making a great recipe. We have to get it one time right. So the botanicals in the pot still are in the perfect amounts to get this harmony in the end distillate. Once the liquid passes through there, through the collector, then it goes to a big ground tank on the other side of the bowl. And that is something that's quite unique. Our tanks are 5,500 liters and they are actually underground.
No.3 won Supreme Champion Spirit at the ISC, which is really if you think about it, the top-notch award, because it's the best spirit of any spirit category. So we must be doing something right, you know. It's absolutely up there as one of the best in the world.